Once upon a time, in a small coastal town, there was a young man named John. John was 26 years old, but his soul always seemed bound by endless wandering thoughts. He often regretted the past, mistakes, missed opportunities, words he wished he had never spoken. At the same time, John was constantly worried about the future, whether he could find a good job, have a worthy life partner, or be able to take care of his parents in their old age. Those thoughts kept rushing in like the waves of the sea outside. They made John's mind tired, causing him many sleepless nights, and during the day he no longer felt interested in anything. Friends said that John was always pensive, rarely smiling, and in his parents' eyes, John seemed to have lost the light of youth. One day, someone told John that there was a hermit living in seclusion on the mountain range near the sea. He used to be a famous master who had taught many people how to find peace in their hearts. Hearing that, John suddenly felt a spark of hope in his heart. He thought, maybe that master will help me escape this burden. At least I should try once. The next morning, John put on his backpack and walked for many hours to reach the small wooden house nestled under the canopy of trees on the mountain. When he arrived, he saw an old man with silver hair and beard, looking calm and relaxed, sitting on the porch gazing out at the distant sea. His eyes were bright but also very gentle. John stepped forward, bowed slightly, and said, "Teacher, my mind is always troubled. I keep thinking about the past and worrying about the future. I cannot find peace. Please show me a way." The old man looked at John attentively, then smiled kindly. "Son, let me give you a small challenge." Having said that, he went into the house and took out an old backpack along with a pile of stones of various sizes. He told John, "Put all these stones into the backpack, carry it on your shoulder, and then climb around the mountain once. When you come back, I will ask you a few questions." John was a bit surprised, but still obeyed. He put each stone in until the backpack was heavy. As soon as he started walking, he felt his shoulders sagging, his breath short. The mountain path was rugged, steep with jagged rocks, and sometimes slippery because of moss. Every step felt like his legs wanted to give way. While climbing, John wanted to stop and give up many times, but then he remembered the kind eyes of the old man and that he came here to find answers. He patiently continued. After many exhausting hours, John finally returned to the wooden house. Sweaty and with aching shoulders and back, he took off his backpack, placed it heavily on the ground, and sighed in relief. The old man asked, "How do you feel?" John honestly replied, "Sir, I am exhausted. This backpack is too heavy. Many times I wanted to throw it away." The old man nodded and calmly said, "That's right, that backpack is your mind. Each stone is a thought about the past or a worry about the future. You pick them all up yourself and put them into the backpack, then carry it on your back. That's why you are tired, with no strength left to live in the present." John widened his eyes looking at the old man, suddenly feeling shaken inside. The old man continued, "Try putting down a few unnecessary stones. Just like when you let go of unimportant things, your mind will gradually become lighter. You should only carry what is truly needed for today. Peace is not something we find in a distant place, but a state when we let go of unnecessary burdens." John was silent, the man's words echoing in his mind. He suddenly realized that all this time he had been piling up countless invisible stones on his mind. The regrets of the past, the fears of the future, all were held by himself. The old man looked at John and smiled kindly. "You see, when the backpack becomes lighter, your steps will be more comfortable. When the mind is not held back by the past and the future, you will know how to enjoy the present moment." The sunset slowly descended behind the mountain. The sound of the waves gently crashing, pairs of birds flying back to their nests. In that moment, John felt a peace he had never experienced before. He felt light, as if the clear blue sky was right inside his chest. He bowed his head, his voice emotional. "Teacher, I understand. To have a peaceful mind, I must learn to let go, keeping only what belongs to the present." The old man nodded, his eyes shining with joy. Since that day, John changed. He was no longer obsessed with past mistakes, nor overly worried about what was yet to come. Every morning, he took a deep breath, smiled at the sunlight, and reminded himself, "Today is a gift, live it fully." Friends noticed that John had changed, a constant smile on his lips, brighter eyes, and lighter steps. His parents were happy because their son had found his own path to live peacefully. Anne knows that life still holds many challenges, but now he has learned how to face them. Not with fear, but with the calmness of a mind that knows how to live in the present. And so, from a young man weighed down by worries, John has become a peaceful, free, and vibrant person. Lesson learned. Everyone has a backpack on their shoulders in life. If we keep filling it with regrets of the past and worries about the future, we will become exhausted. But if we know how to let go and only keep what is necessary for the present, we will walk lightly and find true peace stacked.